Alright, enough of that. Enough of that. I've had enough of that. Alright, hello. It's been a while. Please excuse the sore throat for today. I hope you're all doing well. Please bear with me as I try to get back into the streaming VTubing groove. Because it's been like a month and a half, you know? And honestly, these kind of things take some time to ease back into, you know? That's just how it be. So yeah, I'm gonna play some Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe version. Oh my gosh, all my all my tabs are messed up, sorry. Hang on a second. There we go. That's oh. Scuff right off the bat. Hang on, I'm not the game. I'm not the gameplay. I'm supposed to be in the corner. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. We want Stanley. Great stream right off the bat, huh? If it'll let me, like, adjust the size? Are we good? Are we good? I think. Radio. Now that we've got that scuff out of the way, let's get to the game. My mouse isn't showing up. Oh my lordy. Hang on. This will be the last of the problems, I swear. I'm so bad at this, holy shit. What is the time? It is 4, no. That's 4 AM. We want 4. Should I wait for it to, okay, so it's like 4:10 right now, but I want to get like the exact second. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Boom. Got it. I'm a genius. Hang on. Hang on. This didn't say... This didn't say this when I booted it up for the first time. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. Thanks. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Just take my word for it. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. My favorite time? Is happy time. Oh, Daisko, hello! It's been a while. Hello, thanks for coming by. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Okay? It's so good to see you. Alright. So we've got office noises. We've got menu. Makes very nice noises. Very nice noises. Alright, I guess I'll just get into the game, I suppose. I don't know much about this game, by the way. It's like I've seen...
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
as one would surmise.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
Like, I remember this
Sat at his
beginning
desk in
part
room 427
from, like, the
and he
first
pushed
game.
buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, as long as you're happy, I'm happy, dude.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Oh?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all
So
his
there's
years
just no
at
one
the
here?
company had this happen, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I sure did. Hates Mondays. Don't we all? Tomorrow's a Monday.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What a weird office. It's just a single pencil sharpener right there. Oh, can I... Oh? Oh, I think I turned it off by accident. Do, look at me, I'm at my business job. There's papers all over the place. Can I... Can I loot? Can I steal? No. That's weird. Oh, I've seen this room before.
Open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I mean... Which way was left again?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Nah, I forgot my directions.
The employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that is a nice lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
Yeah, it's got cold drinks and everything.
Here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yeah.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, like these cold drinks I'm about to buy for $1.25. What do y'all want?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs.
I'm looking at the vending machine, you dummy! Y'all want anything? You want purple? You want blue 1, 2, or 3?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Oh, whatever.
It's possible that this is why everyone left. But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
But there's a chair in there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
There's a nice chair right here. Of course I'd want to come in here. Can I grab anything? No. Can't grab nothing. So far, this is exactly how I remember it. Do not jump from the cargo lift. It will cause death. And I'll get penalized for it. Sure.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Oh, my fear of heights is setting in.
Investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
About me?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Can't stop me.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Do I have a girlfriend I don't know about?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
She's been waiting ever since the divorce? Do you want me to go in here? No. Where is it you want me to go, Mr. Narrator? Hello? Is there anything in here?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I'm only like 5 minutes in. She's been waiting since the incident. I have to let her go. What the hell?
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Is that my...
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Wifey? I love you.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Why do they have to play me like that? That was so mean. Press Y on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him.
Is there something in the
every button
fridge?
that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
It's too early for this.
Look at him now, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Is it building
Now
my
he's
office
pushing
again?
a button. Now he's eating lunch.
I want to go to
Now
bed.
He's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Let's see if
From behind
Arcadia
his
can
desk,
find keys on the
Stanley
key. I can
dreamed
find
of
them
wild
perfectly fine.
expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries.
I don't
of
need
new
shit from
lands.
you too.
Wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
This is really sad off the bat. I should have just went left. God damn
And
it.
so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Can I like skip
First, he
this?
imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly
Can I go to
vanished
bed?
off the face of the earth.
Can I make
The
lunch?
thought excited him terribly.
Press T to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would
get
mean
it,
something
okay?
was almost too wonderful to behold.
I get it.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with
This
many
narrator's
possible paths
cruel.
and
I don't like him
destinations.
anymore.
Down one path lay an enormous round room.
The boys
monitors
are
and
back in
mind
town.
Controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Am I the baby? Tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
You don't have to scold me for this long, dude. Tell my darling styrofoam wife, I love you with all my heart.
But there is no answer.
What?
How could there possibly be? In reality, all
Wifey,
he does is pushing
where
the
are
same
you?
buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Is that piss? No, that's rust. What is that? That's not piss, is it?
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
Can I go
Here,
in?
watch this.
Yes?
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Well, I didn't want to be at work in the morning anyway, so fuck that. Nothing's happening. Do I actually need to press it? Hello? Nothing's happening. I think I have to press it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? Can't I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I'll be a mindless drone. I'll question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Okay.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
What?
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Now I'm getting death threats too. Should have never played this game. It's abusing me in such a way. Okay, I've learned my lesson. I guess I'll comply like a good little boy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Can I run?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
can
Perhaps he had
crouch.
simply missed a memo.
I guess I'll just listen to him.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There better be something good.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Is this what being a business person is like? I hate it. I hate it. Bi-quarterly post-review review? Number of slides on this. Yeah, okay. Oh!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
Yeah, there was just a broom.
And got back on track.
No, I like it in here, actually. There's a mop.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just
It's
an
better be
empty
an ending.
broom closet.
What is that?
No reason
Pliers?
to still be here.
I can't grab
Baffling that
anything.
Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I like doing sweet FA. Alright, now that I'm out of the closet, I'll continue.
Coming
In
to
the
a
game.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Did he? Okay, wasn't paying attention. He said downstairs, right? Whoa. Yeah, sure, downstairs. Okay. This red light makes me feel safe and that I've chosen the right direction.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
There's a car in
He
here.
considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my
Probably.
co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Can I not?
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
I didn't even notice any
He
of those
came to the
things.
conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I can't
He thought
jump.
to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he
I didn't do
imagined
that.
himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Oh, he's
Now
talking
the
at
voice
me
was
again, and I
describing
just have to
itself
listen
being
to
considered
him.
by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how
It
it's
took me this
describing
long to
my
realize
thoughts,
that I'm
he
just
thought.
going in a circle.
I really thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams.
To be fair,
The
like
truth was that, of
offices, they
course,
all
this was not a
it all
dream.
looks the
How
same.
could it be?
No matter where
Was
you go,
Stanley
they all look
simply
the
deceiving
same.
himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself.
Am I like
Stanley
playing the
is
right
as
version?
awake-
Am I like... I'm worried I booted up the wrong version of this game, because I feel like this was all stuff in like the old version. Like... Did I mess up or something? I don't know. I'm too scared to check.
right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely,
Oh my
surely,
God.
if he could just...
Oh, don't strain yourself, buddy.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Yes, wake up.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
And the
fresh
loving
air
wife
of a
next to
world
me,
outside
right?
This one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
Please.
Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
It's the only thing I
want
want.
my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Yes. Yes.
Everything will be fine.
Yeah. That's a good mentality to have.
Okay.
Yeah. We're okay. No, we're not.
Stanley began screaming.
What?
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Stop!
And everything went black.
What? Oh shit. Oh no.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on
This
the
isn't
day
who I
like
started
another.
as.
She rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming.
New stuff should come. Okay,
Then collapsed
alright.
dead on the sidewalk.
This,
And although
I
she
don't
was
remember
soon
this
turned to
part,
get a call for
honestly.
an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Am I
He
dead?
was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
That's what sane people
It
tell
was
to themselves all the
comforting to think
time.
this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. Then she remembered the meeting she
heck?
had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Yep.
And then she turned and ran.
We've already gotten 2 endings so far. Both of them not satisfactory in the least. I still hate Mondays. Apparently.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Well, now
Stanley
what do I even
decided to go to the
do?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Those are the only 2 endings I can possibly think of.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But if I go left, it's just gonna do the same thing again, isn't it? Oh wait, I didn't go to the boss's place. I should do that. Only 2 doors, only 2 endings. Damn, yeah.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh, I forgot I can't jump.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
How did I get on the
Stanley
table
decided
before?
to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Jamie, thank you for the subscription. Glad to see you stop by. Oh, that's a wall. Oops. Okay, so I think
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I think we have to go upstairs this time. I think that's the smart thing to do. Is it not this door? No. This looks very bossy. Executive bathroom. It's a nice ass bathroom. I've got the feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. Bathrooms and Time. Magazine. That's a sheet of metal. My boss isn't here either. Look at all those books, though.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
I wonder who orchestrated this.
Was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Oh, we'll never figure it out.
2845.
Oh, 2?
But of course,
8,
Stanley couldn't possibly
4,
have known this.
4? 2, 8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley
I was
happened
testing
to
him.
input the correct code by sheer luck.
It's not too late for once for me. How have
He
you been?
stepped into the
I've been
newly
alright.
opened passageway.
It's weird streaming again. What did he say, actually? I'm just... huh? The heck? I love this, like, American Psycho-esque painting on top right here. Okay, I can't go anywhere else. Whoa. What's going on here? What is going on here? I honestly can't see a thing. I am going to be honest. I literally can't see anything. I'm just gonna go where I can see things.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alright. What was that?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I remember this place. Ooh! Let's go here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
You're not serious, are you? I don't want to die.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Do I get mind controlled or do I get died? I'm trying to weigh those two options down right now. That's not very pog. No, sir. Maybe he was joking. Maybe he was joking about that.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
You're just messing with me. Right? You do that all the time. Right? Surely my escape is down this, large pit. Death is not poggies. I mean... still falling. Oh. Oh. I like how it conveniently caught me.
As the machine whirred into motion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Yeah.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Yeah.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so
yeah, it's better than
accepted this violent
living just
to
a
his brief and shallow
work.
life. Farewell, Stanley.
This is the real grind set. Huh?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
was
killing
I?
him instantly.
Okay. What? Oh! I was not mangled horribly. You lied. I feel with no sandwich.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Who are you? Was this in the original? I don't remember this. Is this the new stuff?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Oh,
Do you see now?
I think.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yeah, he's dead inside. Oh, that's my office. This is my office? Wow. Tiny little paper office. Can I jump in? Can I like kick around your paper replica? Let me grab my dolls real quick. I'll play in here all day. I love tiny little stuff like that. It's so cute. The Office 1, 2, and 3. Button sounds? Okay. Oh, that's a good one. That one's an improvement. That one's an improvement on the second one. Because that one's just boom. That one's got 3. That's why it's the third button. That one's pretty standard. Oh! I like that one. I like that one. Tiny paper office for rats. Put rats inside and give them computers and coffee. Yeah. I'm sure they were suited for that kind of lifestyle. Yeah, 2's pretty good too, I think. That's like my second choice, I think. Office. Oh! It's playing solitaire. I don't know. How do you even play solitaire? Is it just like I've never known how to play solitaire, but it's on like every computer in existence. Is that like an old person game or like employee database? And then installing, what does that say? Chart Pro. 2013. Damn. I don't remember the game being that old. Oh, which way do I go? I do wish I could run. Is this just a museum of all the assets and stuff? The office clock? It does look like an office clock. What's over here? Oh, that looks so cool. What the heck? Huh. I feel like there's... What? The heck? Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. That is interesting, but I could see why they cut it. Seems a little out of place. There's so much stuff. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Look. Oh, it changes. Will the game feature capybaras? Does this game feature capybaras? I would like to know. I'll be sorely disappointed. Apartment. Aw. Why is it counting down? Oh. Yeah, I remember that. Good times. There's a lot to this. Holy crap. Oh. Vent? I didn't even know you could do that. That's pretty sus. No capybaras? Wait, is there really no capybaras? Fuck that. Maintenance layout. Oh. How do they expect me to remember this? I won't. God, have we... have we stooped so low that the mere mention... that the mere mention of a vent... Everyone perks up. Oh, vent? Sus? Amogus? Oh, imposter! Welcome to the stream. we're only speaking in Amogus terms from now on. So that's wow, look at that. That looks that looks imposter. Got him. Where are my subscribers? What is this? No, turn back on. What was that? Countdown? What? You're not even letting me press it. Freedom? Oh, that's nice. Countdown room? There's a lot to this. Holy cow. Zending? What is Zending? The Zending. That just looks like Portal. Make more make more Among Us jokes. Thank you for thank you for your sussy subscription. If if you aren't imposter, you would subscribe to arcadiacomet at twitch.tv. It's fucking. I've only played Among Us like once. I don't know how to make Among Us jokes. I'm sorry. Where am I going? I have no clue. Can I go in here? I went down here already, didn't I? Oh, hey! I can probably go down here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Don't we all? Alright, I'm feeling physical discomfort after that. Good work. No problem. Subscribing is kind of cringe. I think not. I think it's the most, Kino-based thing you can do on the internet.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh, are they in like a codependent relationship?
But listen to me.
Wait.
You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
I ain't quitting, lady.
As you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Oh, I think I'm dead. Awesome. Lost the game but got a sandwich. Yeah, I got a sandwich out of it. It was worth it. Could I have actually like done like would like a funny like option would have popped up in the menu, do you think?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I want to make a sandwich now. Sandwiches are pretty good.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so... Let me... Hang on, I'm trying to run down what I did already. It's legit a meta. There is no win condition because the game is already made comment. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, so we've been to the right. That wasn't fun. We've been to the left. What else? What didn't I do back here? I could have sworn there was like another like choice I could have made. The mind control thing? Or should I try the right again? I'm gonna see what's up with the mind control one. Or is there an option where I can like go back? No. It won't let me. Okay. Okay, to the mind control facility we go.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yeah, I know. I've observed that.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might find coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep, we're doing that. Okay, and the keypad.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was
like,
once again stunned
2,
to
8,
discover
4, 5,
not an indication of any human life.
No,
What could it mean?
2, 8, 4,
Stanley
4,
wondered
5.
aloud to nobody. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible,
What?
he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
I'm sorry!
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Calling me out! Oh my gosh. Holy shit. Can I...
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yeah, there's no time for dancing. We have to get through the game. I didn't think he was gonna call me out on that. Oh my god. I'm having a great time with this. This is fun. I'm also drinking silly juice to make the experience better.
Through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, so we're gonna not do this, and we're gonna go here. I remember this part for sure. Idea button?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh, I hate catwalks like this. I hate when there's like a huge drop below. I've had nightmares about this. I'm not even kidding. I've had nightmares with like this exact layout. So this is computers. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Now the monitors jump to life, their true nature revealed.
Fried.
Each bore
Or
the
that's his
number of
fired.
an
Oops.
employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of
Got
so
fried
many
food on the
individuals
mind.
reduced to images on a screen, and
Oh.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, that's rough. What the what? What does this remind me of? It reminds me of like a movie. I'm thinking of The Incredibles. Do you guys remember that part in The Incredibles? Where Mr. Incredible, he like goes into like the secret like computer place, and he's seen like all the superheroes that have died and stuff. I'm kind of getting that same kind of vibes.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Walk off the... I don't think I can walk off the edge.
Control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it.
Yes.
He couldn't accept it.
Yes.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yeah.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Oh my gosh.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Is this like a
For
summoning
he
circle?
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm here to, stop the mind control. Oh. And not use it for my own gain. This is dark as shit. 5. Oh. I have
When
a
at
choice
last he
here.
found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to
Oh.
everything it stood for.
Hmm. Is that a... What is that? Imagine how many subscribers you could have with it. That's what I'm thinking, you know, like I know it's like evil and stuff, but like, you know. Well, I think it's on already, so I think I just have to press it off. Ah! Did I do it? Did I beat the game? I think I did it.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Oh.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
I'm opening the garage!
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yeah.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Did I...
What other mysteries did this strange
Can
building
I
hold?
still keep
But
going?
as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered
It's
to
not
him.
ready.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
It's nice.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense
like
possibility
Portal.
of the new path before him. This was
I think
exactly
Portal
the
2
way,
had this kind of
right
ending.
now. the
Are you winning,
things
son?
were
I
meant to
think.
happen.
I think I'm
And
winning.
Stanley was happy.
Stanley's happy now, so I think we did win. I got an achievement. Nice. I did beat the game. Alright.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory.
What?
What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Was this in the first one? New Game Plus. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So now what do I do? I mean, I won. I don't have to listen to him anymore. I'll go... Have I exhausted all my options? Now you go and kill the narrator. Makes sense to me. We haven't gone right in a while.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room.
Yeah, it's a nice room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, I didn't go down here.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh! Alright.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
You sound uncertain. I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna go... Oh, I can't even go. No fun.
Oh, no.
Well,
no, it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Oh, please take your time.
You went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes.
Left, up, down, right,
I've got it
B,
now.
A, B,
This
B.
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
In the garage? That truck's gonna hit me. It's another prank. He's gonna make the truck hit me.
No!
Oh!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
I've already been
Stanley, close your
spoiled.
eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh. Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Don't say
How about,
that.
rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Sure.
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Okay. I guess I was supposed to get that ending before the other one.
Were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Ruin
meeting
the story.
room.
Yeah,
Perhaps
I'm
he had simply missed a memo.
I'm sorry. Okay. Huh?
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted
Oh,
the
there's
game
like 8
over, completely
doors.
fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Adventure! Okay. I wish I could go through that door. Hacked the game when he wasn't looking. Yeah. I'm just that good. Okay. No! I've got trauma from that part of the building. It's all connected.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
It's okay.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
It's okay, it's like the back rooms. It's like the back rooms. Alright, Mr. Narrator.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is there no doors?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Is it possible we no-clipped and ended up in the back rooms? There's a computer, there's a door that I can't go in. What would I have missed?
Aha! I knew we'd missed something.
I wasn't
The
here before.
Story. Here it comes.
It wasn't this wasn't here before, was it?
No, wait. Never mind.
Oh.
Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Sure. Okay, that's not it either! It's getting worse!
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
The hell?
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yes.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Hey!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
Actually won
good
for once.
job.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some
did.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Oh.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
I was getting used to it. The Stanley Parable
All right,
Adventure
I've
Line?
got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
The gamer
Just follow
line.
the line. How simple is that?
Okay, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. I love that's not. I don't think it was here,
See?
buddy.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Okay.
Nope. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now
Gamer
is a
line
bit
is
of music
drunk,
to lighten
yeah.
the mood.
Oh, this is the music I used in the intro. At the starting screen. What an adventure!
Wait, cut the music.
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern.
This one?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Do I go here? Oh, I'm back where I started. Hang on, that wasn't the right. I wasn't following the adventure line carefully. Remember the character profile of this fern.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we
This is all the
trusted
fern's
you, after
doing!
everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh. Okay.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something
Okay.
exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Whatever you say.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. Oops. What do you want our story to be? Go
a
wild.
Romantic
Use
comedy.
Your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Don't acknowledge it, TM. It's okay, we lost them.
Ah, a choice.
Oh.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Okay.
How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Will do.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Yeah, because it's
Since
the
answer is
right
clearly
door.
Yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
A romantic comedy. I can't even go in that one.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Oh?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
Did I do all
to
of
restart
that?
the game eight times?
Was it really
That's
8?
really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this
I like how it says
thing.
find a bookstore,
wall.
get bored, and leave.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really...
You're the narrator.
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Oh, please.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
It all leads to the same place anyway.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
I hate loud noises. I hate it. I hate it. Are we done with this ending yet? I want to move on, please.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait. Is that the new content? The new content? It's just behind this door? Well, what do you say, chat? We gotta go in?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
It means content that is new. You dingus. I was really worried. I booted up the wrong version. I'm so glad that it
Hello,
got the right
and
one.
thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for
9
consoles
years.
and home computers.
I'm so old.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands
That
the
we
world of the Stanley
injected into
Parable,
the game.
delighting audiences the world over.
With a smiley.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
excited.
well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Me too. This elevator looks kind of wonky.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Yeah.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
Oh.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I would jump for joy, but I cannot jump. Woo!
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Give me the content. Give me the content. The jump circle? I can jump now.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Yeah. I have a limited amount of jumps. Just in case.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
What are you talking about? I can
It's just
jump!
elevators and jumping.
I can jump
Is this what
now.
passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20
This
hours
is
of new
content.
content
Yep,
right
this
there.
is
Hell, I
content.
could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else.
I'm
Let's
excited to
it.
see what's next.
I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore."
Is it
What
really?
quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Not Twitter.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Oh, I'm
No
liking
frills,
this.
no
I
gimmicks.
like what's happening
Just you and
here.
me, having a great time together like always.
I'm having a wonderful
What do
time.
you say, friend?
I'm having a wonderful time right now. Oh, okay. It's actually an achievement. How do you even get it? I was having fun. That was good content, I thought.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Vent? You're asking me to vent when I'm not... when imposter vent? Coffee nut. Well, now we're getting nut jokes too. Come on. That's distasteful.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
That's
when
a
it got me
lie.
thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Alright. I'm glad you trusted him enough to crawl into a vent just because he called you over. What can I say? I'm easily persuaded. What is this? What the heck? That looks so cool.
I call
Whoa.
it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
It's like Elden Ring.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Oh, this looks so cool. It's a nice little house.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
Don't
Remember
forget.
back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
I
Back
sure
then,
do.
video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I like how this is styled like a Schoolhouse Rock cartoon. Or is that aging me too? You kids know what Schoolhouse Rock is, right? It's just like Elden Ring, including the room in the back that's nothing except a rot swamp. I mean, I'd believe it. I've never played it. Oh, this looks cool. That looks so cool. It's like those old, like, it was back when computer games came in, like, little boxes like that. Wait. Those are words, I think. Ooh. Totally won that one. Buy it on Steam. This is a nice little memory lane trip. They made a CD? Me first dollar bill. On a TV? Oh god, did we really make the same joke? Go outside. Oh my goodness. I think all games need to include this sort of achievement. New video game releasing today. %50 off designer hat, but a small creature owns the other. I want to meet this small creature. Oh. Oh, what's this? Oh, very relaxing.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art.
Am I looking at the wrong one?
Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
I think
it was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
What a comparison. Also, this seems a little narcissistic. I don't know. I guess there's feeling good about your achievements, but I think he's going a little too far. It was not Persona 5 because it's a good game. What, Persona 5 or the Stanley Parable? Person of the Year. Hey, that's what's her name? The sane one. Seems so wow. Very rustic.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
You hear?
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
No, it's not. It got 9 out of 10.
It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I think Ultra Deluxe makes a wonderful addition, as we get a jump. Do I still have my jump? I don't even want to know. I need to save that jump for a special occasion. Mariella, yeah, that was her name. You're not in the circle. Could I only jump in the circle? Oh.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Yeah. Back when I had a jump button. I get you.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Whoa, what is this?
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I'm willing to bet the first one's like, I'd do the narrator.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Guys, I think I'm a little tipsy. I think I'm a little tipsy. I'm funny. This looks like like a Left 4 Dead map. Can I get in the thing? Can I get in the forklift? I am forklift certified. That's like... Had I been born a different person, I think one of my dreams in life would be to be forklift certified.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
It's okay.
I feel like a failure.
Aww.
Like I let these people down.
Say
Perhaps
that.
the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
It's okay, buddy. Please help Arcadia. She's too drunk to navigate away from falling armor. I'm losing control of my motor skills. So, like, what does forklifts certified, what does that entail exactly? That you can just, like, operate and lift stuff? It's not, like, really a matter of strength, is it? I wonder if even someone like me could become forklift certified. You know a lot about forks. Yep. I know a lot about eating with a fork.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Aww.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay. You need to be strong to lift so much with a fork, yeah. I can imagine. Is this a skip button?
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it.
I
it's
feel
what the
bad,
players have
though.
been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue.
Okay.
And it goes something like this.
Okay.
The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture.
What is he saying?
It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be.
It's just my... is like my social anxiety kicking in because I don't want to interrupt him. I feel like it would be incredibly rude to interrupt him. I would feel so bad.
It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say
you have to be smart to understand
the story and the choices, or what have you, and
that makes
therefore by
sense.
becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be
Always
just yet.
repeating.
No, until 245.
I
The
think
logic of elimination
I
working
think it's
backwards,
okay then.
the deduction therefore becomes
I
impossible to
just
manufacture.
noticed it was
went
looping.
on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back,
Alright,
and
I'll
never a
save you
moment
guys
before
the trouble.
lunchtime. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me
That
to
was
deliver
horrifying.
a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Sorry.
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. No, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes made to this expansion will surely resonate in the annals of the history of all media ever made. It is perhaps true to say that no mistakes are forever etched in stone, for the stone into which the Stanley
I don't
Parable
feel
was
bad
carved
anymore.
has itself... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait. How do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
I was just
Wasn't
gonna
there
ask.
a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten
I just
into
have
the
to
room in the
imagine
first
there's a
place?
door
I don't
there.
think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall?
I'd rather
Is
not.
there any possibility that you could
Maybe the
say,
skip
slam
button will
your
generate
body
a
into
door.
the wall until enough Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Sorry!
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Oh no.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door.
Kool-Aid through
There's
the
just
wall.
you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head.
Let it
I just
get to your
couldn't
head.
ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are.
It's
Why
funny.
would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections.
You're
and I
going on a
become as
tangent
petulant
again, I
as a
think.
child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken. If
You wouldn't
only
press
it
the button
pleases this
again, would
one
you?
person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this? And here I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all from happening if only I'd held my tongue.
Well, now you're making me feel
It's all out of
bad.
my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone. Surely you will. I don't doubt it. Surely you'll press that button again, leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, 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 I know you too well. You'll be leaving me. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews.
Is he gonna stop?
Those reviews that I
It's
couldn't
not
get out
like-
of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important
I
for
think
me
he's
to fix
repeating
the
himself
problem?
again.
Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to
I'm
me?
sorry,
I've never
I'm
even
sorry.
met Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
I'm sorry.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley.
This is stressful.
It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been
that's a
scared
valid
this
reason to
whole
be
time,
scared.
that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness
so
folds
lonely.
itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell.
Push the
that I'm
button, it's
becoming
not like he
less
can
and
make you
less
feel
real.
bad. Well, I already feel bad.
Now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone.
He's
I am
going
something.
on about
I am being listened to.
being
I am
a
being
real
recognized.
thing.
The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me. I'm so
Am I
clear about
losing
it now,
viewers?
Stanley. I feel as certain about
I
this
wouldn't be
as
surprised.
I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it, to think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it.
Okay.
Let us not run from it.
Okay. I'll make this painless.
Oh, hello. It's you.
And it's been
You're
like a
here
month.
again, Rick.
Hi.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
You're
I've
not-
had
you're not
so
breaking up,
much
baby, are
time.
you? You're
I
not
stopped
breaking
keeping
up?
track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but
I
regret.
like that this is
for the
what breaks you,
longest
but not
time,
being
Stanley.
sandwiched, or the fact you feel bad for him
Months.
after
I
sandwiching
lost it
you.
all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that
I
feeling
can't
had
help
begun
it.
to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly
That
rich
plant has
wellspring
been
of both
dead
delight
for a
and
while.
disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know
can't
was
even
far
leave.
less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will.
It's not you,
I
it's
have
me.
struggled with for
Narrator? Hello? Narrator? I can change. Come back. I can change. I'm getting a taste of my own medicine now, aren't I? Hello? Maybe oh, what if he's dead? Is he?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us.
I thought he was
It wasn't
dead.
enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up.
He went off the deep
inconsistency,
end, oh
it's the lack
no.
of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen.
Yeah, that's
the most immediate desires. Every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our
You're
lives.
getting a little too real.
It has come to
I'm gonna
represent us.
stop
It
you.
absolutely...
Oh, don't tell me you left again. Narrator? You're just taking another nap, right?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I don't think he's doing good. I hear dripping. I think he broke after a few hundred years. I don't even know how long it's been. Do you hear that? I'm hearing like water, but it's so dark I can't even do anything about it. Oh, it's dripping. The ceiling's dripping. I think the infrastructure is starting to collapse. Is it getting worse? Let's just... Ah! There's a... I guess it's been a while. Oh. The narrator's gone. Wanna see what's over there. Oh, nothing. Nothing important. I'm sorry, narrator. Was I supposed to do this? And now plants are growing. Wonderful. Alright. It's looking nice. This isn't the fern I was supposed to look out for, is it? Okay. It's all gone? The heck? It is so dark, I literally can't see like anything. What was that? The screams of the damned. Let's get out of Ghosty Town for a second. Oh. The button's broken. I Okay. Huh? Where am I? Where do I go? This is now Mad Max Go Find a Car. Oh. Don't bring me back. Oh no. Well, that one didn't feel as hopeful. That one didn't feel like a hopeful kind of freedom. That was like, you're stuck, now what? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
There,
Stanley
he's back.
decided to go to the meeting room.
He's
Perhaps
back
he had
again.
simply missed a memo.
Well, surely there's new content. I was just about to ask, like, well, where's the rest of it? There it is.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
How could I
Yes,
not?
I have something very exciting to show you.
Oh, wonderful. We're bringing it back, baby! The jumping circle, too! You get twice the amount of jumps this time. Hang on. Hang on a second. Does pancakes for dinner sound good? What do you guys think? I'm kind of thinking pancakes. Let's do pancakes.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
I'm facing the wrong way. I was facing the wrong way. Pancakes plus Nutella. I've never tried that before. That honestly sounds pretty good. Veggies. I mean, maybe. Maybe we could throw a few veggies in. I don't know. I can't believe it, guys! The Stanley Parable 2!
Isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Yeah,
this
like this
is
one?
what fans have truly been asking for.
Hey, that's my number! Pancake sandwich.
calling it the Stanley Parable
rather
2 is
fitting.
just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
Taste the
It's
sequel.
future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation
Taste
and
the squeakle.
long-term franchising potential.
Let's see here. Tva, tu, twi, du. Oh, how do you say that? Uba, du, dua, zwei, du, dos, zwo. Zwo! It's pronounced booba. Okay. Alright, I'm sure that's how you I'm sure that's how the Russians say it. This place looks nice. Ooh. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. I don't know how the rest of it goes. I'm tipsy. Oh god. I feel very fortunate I have a water bottle up here. My face feels very flush right now. Anyways, hi Nick, how you doing? New content is out. New content. Oh, new content is out. New content part 2 is in. Okay, I get it now. New hotness. Old and busted. Gosh, this game has it all. More? Guys, what's TSP again? TSP 2 is better TSP. 2 Oh, I'm an idiot. It's the Stanley Parable. I've had too much silly juice. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a mess. Okay, 2 is going up here. Oh no, I've got the gigglies, I'm sorry. I can't go in. Need 2 brain. 2 sides of a brain. What was that? Oh, Lemon Sundrops, thank you for the follow. It didn't show up on my phone.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally...
Oh my god. I'm sorry, there's a lot of noise happening around me. There is a loud vehicle outside. Not compensating for anything in the slightest. So out of it, she forgot her own follower alerts. Well, no, it didn't show who followed. It didn't show who followed.
spring up around them.
Oh, I forgot.
It'll all work itself out.
I forgot about this thing.
Development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
I love this little monkey thing. 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 balls. 2. That one looks terrible, but I could not do any better. Meeting plan. Goo, scrum. 10 o'clock, design pitch. 1:30 break. 1:35 pitch design. 12:02? Oh, cause 2. I get it. Imagine that thing showing up in your room at night. I mean, he looks pretty. He looks non-threatening. He looks non-threatening. 2. I think this guy's very excited about 2. Sequels are good. That's subjective. Portal 2, that's a good one. Half-Life 2, I've heard that's a great one. Batman Arkham Asylum 2 City, I'm sure that's a good one. Divinity Original Sin 2, that's probably a good one too. Doom 2, sure. Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, I don't know about that one. Dark Souls 2? Do people like Dark Souls 2? I thought people liked the first one more. Crab, the ultimate sequel. Crab. I had crab rangoons the other day. They were so good. And now I want them again. It's over here. This is crazy person scribblings. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. That's a fair point. I can't do anything. You are the sequel. Wow. He made a whole museum for this stuff. New content? Baby? 1. Oh, he's sad because he's a 1 and not a 2. No baby carriages. I think the game is trying to say something. Good one. That's a great one, even. Woo!
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh, this is so fun. It really does feel like the thrill of going to a museum for the first time. I don't know, I'm a nerd. I love going to museums. 2. This t-shirt is the best new feature. Yeah. I would get a shirt. I'd get a shirt. What is this? He's like, what am I doing here?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Oh, those are both solid. Those are both solid choices. We need like a poll. How do you start a poll? There's no way I can choose this on my own. How do you start a poll? Oops. This doesn't seem worth all this energy I'm trying to get to. Oops! Where's the pole? How do you start a damn pole? Okay, just tell me which one you want. Which one you want. I've never seen someone pick Get Well Someday. I actually really like that one. I want it on a shirt. Happy birthday, Arcadia. Can't believe you're 12. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. Do you guys like Get Well Someday? I kind of like that one. Let's go with it.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
You ass! You ass! And you probably knew that was gonna happen too! Oh my god. What is that?
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Don't second guess yourself, dude. Oh my god. I was gonna start a poll on this shit. I was gonna start a damn poll. Oh my god. Where? Oh? Free new and easy achievement? I love free. And achieving things. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps. It just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Sounds wonderful. Alright. Nothing will go wrong.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Wanted my free achievement. Sorry, you need to be at least 13 to get it. Damn it. What else? What? My jump! My jump is still there!
I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Guys, I want this to be special. I want us all to, you know... We're in this together. We gotta all jump at the same time. So, like once I jump, you guys need to jump too, and you guys need to tell me that you jumped, okay? You ready? You ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Did you guys jump? No jumps remaining, player tiers. Wait, redo, I tried. I can't. I can't. I wonder, for the sake of my health, how much more I should play this. How long have I been up? Have you even been up? 2.5 hours, not bad. Took the only jump. I'm sorry. Oh. Can you find them? Can I find what?
Ah, collectibles.
Oh.
Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Am I going the right
What's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh, that's me! Hey! Collect them all. Oh, whoa. There's not more, is there? Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Oh, that's the worst. Infinite hole? It just won't end. Is it in here? Oh no, that's the balloon part. I wish I could jump. I want to parkour. Hold up, hang on a second. Be right back real quick. Sorry, I forgot to turn my mic back on. Hi, I am back with pancakes. It just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right, infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
These are really good. Can I have one? Yep, I'll mail one your way. Somehow. Pancakes to eat next to the infinite hole. Should I go for it? The last time I went into a long, dark hole, it didn't go so well. But I guess we can try. Whee! This will give me time to eat.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I'm eating my pancakes.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
I was just eating pancakes.
Actually wants to fall infinitely. I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
I'm not.
Look,
Being
things got a
defensive.
little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
The last time I pressed buttons for you, it didn't make me feel all that great. Hang on, I want more. Hang on.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
What if I fell in again?
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you.
Absolutely.
The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
I was just going to say that.
I feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport
definitely.
button and come join me up above.
Yeah.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about.
Yeah,
And I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh, how could I have guessed you're back in the hole? If this starts to become a thing where...
It keeps getting shorter.
Okay, yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep. even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Now he's encouraging it! Oh my god.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity.
I want to fall in.
Even a How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Do I still need it?
Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago.
Oh
Try
shoot,
it
I can't jump either. I'm stuck.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Don't you leave me. Don't leave. No, please. I'm stuck. So I guess I have no choice but to finish my dinner. Late knife and fork noises, yeah. You get that around these parts. I'm eating right now. I'm eating pancakes. Oh! Help? Help? I could use a teleport right about now. Did I get the whole ending? What is going on? Change your perspective? That's me! What is this? Change your perception? Oh! Hey! Change your reality? Ooh. With the dinosaurs. Change yourself? Puppies. Oh! I can press them both at the same time. Oh!
that you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley.
I was having a
because
great
this role
time.
is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the whole?
Aww.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Okay. What do I stare at then? That's a nice... Oh! Did I break the game? I think that was my favorite ending.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Welcome back. It feels good to be back. The reassurance bucket? What is this? You know what? I've actually seen like people talk about buckets with this game. Is that what they're talking about?
The parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Can I really have it?
Can you feel it?
Yes.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact,
you're so
can
right.
I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Oh, thank you.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
That's wonderful. Alright.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
The button that says your name? I'll go into this with caution.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Okay. Let's hear it.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified.
That that was weird. That totally wasn't my name. I think it just surprised me that I might have to delete the VOD later.
Right. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a
So
deep
I'm
breath,
Jim now?
clear
Okay.
your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Okay.
Sleeping and waking as Jim.
Okay.
Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim.
Okay.
Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Oh.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I mean, I guess I better own it. Jim Arcadia. You got it.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described
me!
you! Do it again! Do it again!
Okay.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time.
Oh, it's exciting.
If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Sorry. I have finished my pancakes. Wait, is your name actually Jim? Is that what I should call you from now on? How am I supposed to know Jim Arcadia's docs info? You'll never get it. Alright, what else is there?
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
It's not very inclusive.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Epilogue. Oh, I thought there was a gap in the railing. The settings world champion? Settings world champion. Ready? Am I missing something? I'm a settings champion. Oh, that could be me going in that door, but I'm not a world champion. Yeoman and Dalton call me Jimmy, so close. Oh! Should I just call you Jimmy then? If you set everything to max. Oh, I don't want to do that though, but like maybe. Yes. 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 Yeah. Yes. Yes. Did I win it? Did I win it? Damn it. How do I reset? Okay. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Not a real settings champion. I guess I'll never will be. That's new. No, that's where I came from. So I guess that's not new. Where's the exit? I've done everything I could, right? This one? I've done everything I could. The button that says gym. How do I leave? Oh no, I can't leave. I didn't buy any merch. I can't! I don't have any money. I have no money. All I have is this bucket. I can't even throw it or anything. Ooh. So now what? Oh, hang on. I gotta find the exit. I'm here. You see, as I is it from here?
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Wait, subtitles. What happened? Where are they?
To move on now?
Someone left their purse there. Is this the feature presentation?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
Okay.
There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
That's only gonna end well.
Okay. Are you ready?
No.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. Oh?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable
that's me.
and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
That's me.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take
Get
a
out of there! Oh. I couldn't even warn him. Oh. Ooh. Very slick, very red. Alright, let's see what you've got.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Hey, the balloons are there
Employee
again.
number 427's job was simple. He sat
The
at his
12th
desk
birthday
in room
ones.
427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished
Honestly, I
every moment that
wouldn't
the
even
orders
complain
he
if I had a job like
though he had
that.
been made exactly for this job. And Stanley
I get to be in an office by myself. I get to do very, like,
And then one day, something very
Not, like,
peculiar happened.
tasks that
Something
don't
would
require a lot of
forever
effort.
change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
I wouldn't mind that.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company
Happy
had
12th
this
birthday.
happened. This complete isolation. Something
my
was very
birthday.
clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright. That's basically what data entry is. I might have a suitable career path ahead of me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I want a
Perhaps
balloon.
he'd simply missed a memo. Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up.
Where's the bucket?
Why was he not doing it?
Where's the bucket? Right here!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Oh, I feel better already. Uh-oh.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Now here's where the kicker is.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Yeah.
Yes, Stanley
It's got
thought to
cold
himself.
drinks.
Yes, perhaps it truly was.
For
How
$1.25.
insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
What happens if I disobey with the bucket?
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room.
that what
Go
the-
somewhere else.
Is that what the
cargo
bucket
lift.
sounds
Yes,
like?
go there. Go to the cargo lift.
The cargo lift. Go to the cargo lift.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Yeah. Only reasonable option.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Into this one? Oh.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
What the what? What?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very
Oh, I have a nice
distressingly,
apartment.
He began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Hello, Stanley, it's me, your bucket. Press T to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
It's Tuesday. Going to work on a Tuesday.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well?
I
To
love
see him
my
delusional
bucket.
like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him.
bucket.
I don't know if he'll listen to me. Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it.
But I like it.
It doesn't do anything else.
I like it. Don't listen to the loud man. Press X to go home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal. It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold,
Oh, it's on
empty
top of my
bucket,
computer
this
now.
sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Yeah, exactly. We're going home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from
We're
one
watching
room to another.
The Notebook together. This is fine.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Because it's more than just a regular bucket. It's my friend.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket. Oh, no.
No.
What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks.
He belongs
What's
to
wrong
me.
with I don't understand.
We are betting
Perhaps if
together.
I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
No. Finally got your rom-com. Alright. Gotta head out. Thanks for the fun stream. Thanks for stopping by.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude, Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Let's go this way.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
So for reference, the convention is the new path and ending, but the bucket will now modify most endings. I see. Try going downstairs. Hopefully this doesn't lead to a horrible nightmare segment again. A collectible!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I love him.
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Beautiful.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Oh, we're gonna be here a
All
while,
because he
aren't we?
believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
There's that skip
And
button.
then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance.
Wait, this
and wisdom for
ending
me
we
in
got,
difficult times such as these. He held the
Mariella
bucket
was in
close,
this ending,
yet felt
wasn't
none
she?
of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
Yeah.
Now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket,
not
I've
again.
gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
I'm coming for you,
It couldn't
bucket.
be. He rushed
Hang
forward
in
from
there,
room to
hang
room,
in
passing
there.
by one bucket after
Bucket.
the next.
Ah!
None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
No.
To me, Stanley! Find
Which one are you?
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh. Like the physical thing?
This is the story of a woman named
There she is, yeah.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this
Oh, she
her
has one
walk was
too now.
interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away,
look
she
like-
knew what the problem was.
They look like Gmod
This man
characters.
had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad. Ranting
real
and
bucket was
raving
the
about a
friends we
narrator
made along
describing
the
all of
way.
his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a
Absolutely.
video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to
And she
work.
backflipped? That's impressive. If you can do that all the way to work, your life definitely would kick ass. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Bucket!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
No,
memo.
we didn't get to the bucket yet. Meeting today! In the meeting room. Oops.
The
Alright.
confusion and the chaos
I
all
think it's
seemed
just,
to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
A couple more
Stanley
endings.
clutched the bucket tightly
right?
to his chest.
There's like two
and
more, I
entered
think.
the door on his left.
The original Stanley Parable was a source mod, so that makes... Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's really cool, actually. Whoa! Uh-oh. Oh, this is where the figurines are. A large room. Oh, that sixth one's definitely the boss's bathroom. Oh, these people are obsessed. Trust the completionist instinct. Oh, whatever. Look. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up. Oh, these people are obsessed. Is there one in the closet?
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
You don't get it.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in.
Yeah.
Don't hand over the bucket.
Yeah.
I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
Yeah.
This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Yes, exactly.
Can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults?
I'm just gonna move on ahead.
To a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs.
He really does
to
talk
the
a lot.
Office.
Okay. There's one in here for sure. Stanley!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Kind of... Stanlerine? I guess it kind of rolls off the tongue. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast? Money crisp. Alright.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah!
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yeah, the bucket was looking out after me.
Him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Time is it right now? Oh my goodness.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
So, like,
it would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Thank you. Roughly how many more endings are left?
Stanley
I'm probably
and the bucket
gonna end the
walked straight
stream
ahead
soon.
through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Oh, I remember that. Let's do violent again. Actually, no. Let's do this one.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
That their mind control. Maybe you should just go back upstairs. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I'm never looking in the right direction.
And Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
So not including a few that are randomly generated to get, there's at least 4 or 5 up the stairs to the boss, and then 3 or 4 if you go to the lift. Okay. Cause, I'm probably gonna call it after this ending, but I don't know if I should, like, pick this back up again, or, like, you know. Like, I don't know if it's worth, dedicating another stream to this game.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
A bucket wants
These
to carry
questions
things,
raced
right?
furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Technically, I'm not carrying the bucket's carrying me.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
He
control.
screamed in the
Never.
bucket?
He squeezed
So his
the
voice
bucket
went all
tighter.
like echoey,
His
like,
one
no!
friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
No, bucket! How could this happen? Probably not worth picking it back up again unless you really want to see more bucket jokes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
You can
labeled
only
with
have so
emotions,
much of a good
happy
thing, you know.
Or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
Yes.
2 best friends,
Yes.
Stanley and the bucket, up
My
against
best
the
friend.
world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
What? Make everyone love the bucket, huh? I assumed it was on, but I guess it's idle. I don't know. You know, we did turn it off last time. Maybe. Oh no! That's betraying the bucket's wishes. Unless the bucket wants to. I don't know. Should I just turn it on? I'll just say the bucket did it. The bucket wants it. I accept our new bucket overlord. Alright. Alright.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Oh no, why would
Stanley
he do
gasped
that?
in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly, silly birds.
Those
The
are
control
silly
buttons
birds.
became active again.
Silly. What's the difference? Flamingos.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Oh, I knocked my
The
earbuds
mind
out. I got too
controls were only a
excited.
facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
Those birds
Stanley
are so
marveled
silly.
at the metal
They
genius
are
in
so
his
silly.
hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery.
Oh,
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds.
that's a
imaginable.
silly looking one.
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
Yes.
And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. Ow! A goose. Honestly, that's the best ending. Is that about it then? That is a dinosaur, not a bird. They kind of look like a dinosaur. Oof, my shoulder just cracked. I don't know if anyone heard that. Oh. I've been sitting for too long. Oh, I forgot. It's all red now. We spilled Kool-Aid on it. Oh, alrighty. I guess this is where the parable ends. For me, anyway. This was fun. This was a fun stream back. I was really nervous about doing this one, but I had a great time. And I'm glad I actually had some people show up. I was a little worried about that. Anyways, I'm not sure what streams are gonna look like going forward. Or at the very least, I don't know what streams are gonna look like this week. They're probably gonna be like, what's the word? Like guerrilla streams. Like I don't really have any plan, but if I do end up doing one, then I guess I'll just let you guys know. Continue in 5 years after you get the go outside achievement. You'll have to remind me. Monkey stream. That's what they call it. Anyways, yeah. That about does it for this stream. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for keeping me company for a couple hours. See you next time. Take care.